Hi, I'm Alisher and I'm going to report the following. Civic, you are running for student body president of your class. You must prepare a speech to announce your candidacy and communicate your platform. Here's my speech. Hi, I'm Alisher May Santos, third year student, BSBA Marketing Management, and I'm running for student body president of our class. I once became a classroom president when I was in senior high, then vice president in junior high. If I got a chance to be elected as your president, I would work to bring in speakers to talk about sensitivity in the classroom for everyone to be open in themselves. Then we can start a tutoring program in this classroom to help students struggling with their certain subject. But it's not free at all. We're going to collect money to the students that wants to be tutored, and for that money that we collected from them are going to be given to the tutors. Communication. List 5 types of communication noises that distract from or interfere with high school students' attention while at school. First, physical noise. Also communication disturbance created by the environment. For examples are the raining sound, thunderstorm, horn, and vehicle sound. You can eliminate it by closing all the windows of the classroom and shut the door. And also try to focus on the teacher, make direct eye contact to better understand what she was saying. Next, physiological noise. It is the physical illness and weakness. For example, a student or the teacher is having headache. Therefore, she cannot concentrate in class. Aside from that, talking too fast or slow and the high or low temperature in the room also generate physiological noise. It can eliminate by taking a break or rest if you had a headache and the teacher is talking too fast or slow, tell her so that she can fix it. And psychological noise created from students' psychological factors. For examples, their values, beliefs, attitudes, and behavior. This type of noise interrupts their minds to concentrate on the listening. People don't like to listen or talk about those topics that make them uncomfortable or not interesting. For example, Bella is a Muslim girl and she does not like to listen any criticism of Islam. Therefore, she became distracted when her teacher was talking about anti-Islam issues. Any sensitive issues like religious, ethnic, and political are example of psychological noise. Semantic noise occurred because of different meanings of the message between the sender and receiver. It also refers to the wrong grammatical sentence that make the receiver unable to understand the meaning. For example, the teacher says to her student, "Samalan mo, bilisan mo" in Tagalog, when she ordered her student to get her things in her office. The student didn't understand her because she don't know the meaning. As a result, the student takes time when she get the things of her teacher. Additional example is jargon word, mispronunciation, unique words, different language, and grammatically wrong sentence. It can eliminate by making them or the student understand the word. Ask them if they didn't understand it or they understand. Cultural noise. But actually, cultural noise is produced to the wrong meaning of messages. Therefore, it is all time similar to the semantic noise. Especially, cultural noise is created non-verbal communication cues. For example, posture, gesture, eye contact, space, touch, and dress up. Stereotypes and discrimination are also example of cultural noise. Additional example is the teacher unintentionally offending her non-Christian student by wishing them a Merry Christmas. Next, psychology. Identify 2 television commercials that you consider memorable. Explain why they are memorable. Do you think they are effective at delivering the advertising message, why or why not? First is Lolo ng McDonald's, then Fita, My Son's Biscuit. They are memorable because they can stand the rest of time. If you don't get bored seeing them over again because they are able to connect to you. Yes, because it caused action for the people to feel the whole story and be touched in their hearts. McDonald's knows how to dwell with their audiences, though that they suppress to make relevant stories that holds your feelings, and at the same time they also showcase their product naturally. Fita because it actually makes itself stand and creates a good positioning to the mind of the audience. It says how delicious their product that you can just part with it. Next is math. Calculate the following. A total number of pages sold each year, percentage each magazine has each year. And create a bar graph comparing year 1, year 2, and year 3 for all 4 magazines based on total page sold. The total number of pages sold in year 1 is 2,144.75, and in year 2, 1,973.50, and in year 3, 1,972.50. It shows to the bar graph that in year 3 there are high sale of pages of magazine, when in year 2 the sale is decreased, but year 2 and year 3 is almost the same. Next, what would you do? A recent news report indicated your jeans are manufactured at sweatshops in another country where workers earn only $0.75 per hour. Your company has now moved production of the jeans to another facility that pays fair wages. However, your brand is still suffering from a bad reputation. As the owner of the company, what would you do? What would be the best way to inform consumers that their company has corrected the problem? However, how would you persuade consumers to buy your jeans? For me, I will create educational video blog that discuss about how our company fixes the problem, and to the video, it shows to them the benefit and feature of our product. And also, we can use it to persuade them to buy again to our products. They can see to the video on how they can avail our product using their phone, and they have a chance to win or to get a discount if they watch our video blogs. By this, we can persuade them to purchase our product, and they can trust us again because they can able to see that we already fixed our problem. Reality check. Multicultural promotions. To reach out to the African American market, Burger King decided to emphasize the value of family and community. They created FAMFest. Think critically. Explain the value of a cultural marketing event like FAMFest. Do you think FAMFest could be used to successfully target other cultures? Why or why not? Cultural marketing is important because commonly companies' advertisement didn't pay much attention on the culture because they have a specific target market, so that the culture being left behind. It is important to give some attention to the cultural marketing like FAMFest because it tends to attract more consumers, and there's a big chance that they become loyal to your product for giving value to their culture. 2. Do you think the communication process used by Burger King to deliver its promotional message was effective? Why or why not? Yes, because it made them successful on their FAMFest cultural event. Means the African American population and their communities are the one that makes them successful because they give an attention to their population, and for that it becomes their regular customer. After the initial surge in sales from FAMFest, how can Burger King maintain sales? What can Burger King do to remind customers to eat at one of its restaurants? Burger King maintain their sales and reminding their customers by keeping it simple. First, they are offering their product at lower prices. Secondly, Burger King creates unique characteristics like their slogan, "Be Your Way." In terms of its product offering, it has a fine way of grilling its burger patties and offering drinks refills. Lastly is the Burger King Simple Menu. When it does add items to its menu, they are sourced from ingredients already in us. With this strategy, it can attract customers without alienating existing ones. Small Business Management Team Event. Small business management team event startup or new companies are faced with the challenge of competing against national corporations that have strong name recognitions. Consumers are hesitant to hire the services of a company that has little or no name recognition. Startup companies are challenged to determine their target market. This is some tips on how startup business can find the solution in their problem. Focus on the solution. This is what customers are really looking for. Give your target market what they want or offer something shouts, "I'm a problem solver" or "I'm solution" quickly and their message will get noticed. Aim at your target market. Give your target market something that interests them. And have a crystal clear message. Make your advertisement interesting, not creative, because sometimes creative advertisement can't understand the message. Make it interesting that make people want to buy your product. Next is check out your competition. Who do your competitors want to target? Who are their most recent clients? Don't target the same market again. You might come across a unique industry that they are ignoring. And analyze your product or service. Make a list of all your products or services features. List the advantages of each feature next to it and the benefits of those benefits. For example, a graphic designer provides high quality design service. A professional company image is one of the advantages. More customers will be attracted to a company with a professional image because they consider the company to be professional and trustworthy. So in the end, the benefit of good design is that you get more consumers and make more money. Then, choose specific demographics to target. Figure out not only who has a need for your product or service, but also who is most likely to buy it. Think about the following factors such as age, location, gender, income level, educational level, psychographics, and the more personal characteristic of a person, including personality, attitudes, values, interests, and hobbies, lifestyles, behavior. Startup business are very risky, so you need more confidence and trust and being smart to solve all the problems that you are going to experience when starting a business. Next, problem. Three college graduates decided to start a transportation company, which is reliable transportation that will cater to the needs of an aging population to take them to medical appointments, grocery stores, and other activity-related events. Your team has been asked to create an advertising message that will inform and persuade the target market to use service of reliable transportation. First, this is our message. You don't have to stop moving just because you are getting older. Even if you can't drive, there are alternatives to get around. They can be difficult to adjust to at first, but keeping active improves independency. To go to medical appointments, movie dates, and grocery stores, consider a reliable transportation. You pay the standard fare for on-demand trip plus a charge for the VIP service. The cost of on-demand trip varies, although it is usually less than the cost of a taxi. And how it works. Use any touch tone phone to call the toll-free number and arrange a ride. Leave operators are available 24/7. For safety, rides are monitored and drivers are screened. Notifications about the ride are available for family members via text message. Walkers and foldable wheelchairs are no problem. Performance indicators evaluated. Demonstrate teamwork skills needed to function in a business setting. Communication, practice good communication. Practice good communication. Teamwork is social. It depends on good communication between members. It's important to everyone to listen. You shouldn't be afraid to ask questions or for help, and also share your ideas. Being reliable and honest. Teams are built on trust. Team members need to be able to depend and rely on each other. Participation or cooperation. Participate and contribute. Be willing to do more than your fair share of work, and don't be afraid to share ideas. Positive attitude and motivating others. Attitude is very powerful. It inspires and motivates team, and use words of encouragement, appreciation, or compliments with coworkers. Demonstrate self-esteem, self and team management, and integrity. Self-esteem and self-confidence are connected and important among leaders and employees. Perhaps it's better to think about these characteristics in a negative way. For a team management, a lack of self-esteem and self-confidence is highly disadvantageous. When these qualities are lacking, a management are troubled by doubts and insecurities. The management tends to be confident that his beliefs, plans, and actions are correct. This confidence is important because it allows the leader to stay focused on the right way despite challenges and doubts from others. Integrity. Show up ready for work. Arrive at your workplace on time and ready to complete tasks. If you have a conflict or a personal emergency, be sure to let a manager know immediately rather than arriving late or being absent from work without notice. Next, set a positive example. Whether you're in a leadership position or not, it's critical to set a good example for the people around you. If you demonstrate positive behavior, others will be more encouraged to do the same. Be respectful. Be respectful during conflict. Having integrity means you stand up for your ideas, opinions, but it also means that you avoid speaking negatively of others or using unprofessional language. When you disagree with someone, take time to consider their point of view and respond respectfully. Next is practice accountability. It's important you admit your wrongdoings and hold you responsible for mistakes even when no one else is watching. For example, if you fail to meet a goal, you should explain the situation to your supervisor and explore ways to avoid the same outcome in the future. Next, follow and enforce company policies. Company policies are developed to keep employees safe, foster professionalism, and promote efficiency. Take time to understand these rules and follow them. Improve your work ethic. Take the time to ensure your work is done well and completed on or before the due date. Strive to be productive during working hours and meet each task or assignment with enthusiasm and motivation. Respect property. Treat others' belongings with care, including company property. Avoid taking business supplies for personal use, and be sure to return items to their owners. Next is demonstrate a working knowledge of business management concepts. Communication knowledge. You should be able to communicate clearly and efficiently to employees, peers, bosses, clients, and business owners, media, and suppliers. Both Verbal and written communications are vital for internal and external communication, such as during negotiations and in meetings with clients or coworkers. There are many ways to practice good communication skills. You should be respectful when speaking to others. Be patient and listen when you are spoken to. Use body language and be clear and concise. Next is leadership. Leadership help teach you when to address issues yourself and when to delegate authority and responsibility to subordinates. Delegations allow for the company's business continuity in the short and long term. It also boosts employees' moral as they feel like a part of the team when placed in decision-making roles. Next is budget knowledge. It will be your responsibility to handle your company's internal spending with care. As a business manager, ensure employees stick to the budget when using the company money to accomplish their assigned tasks. You should know how to plan budgets and have knowledge of financial software that tracks how money is spent in the company. Business managers can authorize extra spending to hire outside consultants if the company's goals are not met within a certain time frame. Successfully managing the company budget will ensure that goods and services are delivered to clients are on time. Motivation. You must be a motivator and boost staff morale. Motivated employees feel like valued members of the team. The following are practical ways you can motivate employees in your new business manager position. Interact with employees socially to understand their needs and personalities. This will teach you how to specifically motivate each person. Next is demonstrate critical thinking skills needed to make decisions and solve problems. Using critical thinking skills in decision making, this is the examples. First is recognize decisions. Decisions are more than wishes or desires. There's a world of difference between I wish I could be a better student and I will take more power notes, read with greater attention, and review my class notes daily, deciding to eat fruit for dessert instead of ice cream. Rules out the next trip to the ice cream store. Next is establish priority. Some decisions are trivial. No matter what the outcome, your life is not affected much. Other decisions can shape your circumstances for years. Devote more time and energy to the decisions with big outcomes. Next is base decisions on a life plan. The benefit of having long-term goals for our life is that they provide a basis for many of our daily decisions. Being certain about what we want to accomplish this year and this month makes today's choices clearer. Then, find all the available options and choose one deliberately. Save this strategy for times when you have a relatively small number of options, each of which leads to noticeable different results. Find all the available options and choose one randomly. This strategy can be risky. Save it for times when your options are basically similar and fairness is the main issue. Next is limit the option and then choose. When deciding which search engine to use, visit many search sites and then narrow and list down to 2 or more 3. Then choose. Use time as an ally. Sometimes facing dilemmas of action leads to undesirable consequences in such cases. Consider putting a decision on hold. Wait it out. Do nothing until the circumstances change, making the alternative clearly preferable to another. Next, use intuition. Some decisions seem to make themselves. A solution pops into your mind and you gain newfound clarity. Using intuition is not the same as forgetting about the the decision or refusing to make it. Intuitive decisions usually arrive after we've gathered the relevant facts and face a problem for some time. Then, evaluate your decision. Perception is a source of understanding. After you act on a decision, observe the consequences over time. Reflect on how well your decision worked and what you might have done differently. Last is think of choices. This final suggestions involves some creative thinking. Consider that the word decide derives from the same roots as suicide and homicide. In the spirit of those words, a decision forever kills all other options. That's kind of heavy. Instead, use the word choice and see whether it frees up your thinking. When you choose, you express a preference for one option over others. Next is critical thinking in problem solving. First is define the problem. To define a problem effectively, we understand what a problem is, a mismatch between what you want and what you have. Problem solving is all about reducing the gap between these two factors. Second is generate possibilities. Now put on your creative thinking hat, open up, brainstorm as many possible solutions to the problem as you can. At this stage, quantity counts as you generate possibilities. Gather relevant facts. For example, when you're faced with a dilemma about what courses to take next semester, get information on class times, locations, and instructors. If you haven't decided which summer job offer to accept, gather information on salary, benefits, and working conditions. Next is perform your plan. This step gets you off your chair and out into the world. Now you actually do what you have planned. Ultimately, your skills in solving problems lies in how well you perform your plan. Through the quality of your actions, you become the architect of your own success. Next is demonstrate a working knowledge of entrepreneurial concepts. First is business management. Successful entrepreneurs will most often rely on their business skills to manage and run a business or brand. Developing your business management skills can mean building up your ability to multitask, delegate responsibilities to subordinates, and making decisions regarding the health and profitability of your business. Next is teamwork and leadership skills. Becoming a successful entrepreneur can also mean taking on leadership roles and working as a part of a team. Being a business owner means you will most likely act as both a supervisor and as part of a team, and you will need to rely on effective leadership skills to help motivate your team. Next is customer service. No matter the industry you venture into as an entrepreneur, you may still need to develop effective customer service skills. From talking with potential clients to discussing opening partnerships, effective customer service skills can help you connect with your customer base and ensure your brand is providing the products or services your market needs. Next is financial. Owning a business can also mean taking care of the financial aspects of your organization. You can develop financial skills by learning from a financial planner, reading financial guidebooks, and using financial software to help you organize and keep track of the financial process in your business. Next, critical thinking. Critical thinking skills like analytical skills can be necessary for developing your overall entrepreneurial skills. Being able to look at problems, situations, projects, and operations from different perspectives can help in decision making and problem solving. Critical thinking skills can also be necessary for strategic planning and evaluating the approaches you're using to make changes or improve your business strategies as needed. Next, lastly is think critically. 1. When creating the advertisement, why is it important to focus on the concerns of senior citizens? Senior citizens makes up a larger part of today's population. Establishing a relationship with senior includes building trust and giving opportunities for growth, learning, and connections. Seniors are known to creating long-term brand loyalty, so it's important to consider senior citizens when creating an advertisement. And number 2 is, what are the major concepts that will be emphasized in your advertising campaign for reliable transportation? Um, the essential factor of a reliable transportation, such as cost, service, location, safety, and comfort, and schedule flexibility and the benefits of the senior citizens if they use our reliable transportation. 3. What communication channels would be good choices for distributing the advertising message for reliable transportation? We are going to use Facebook because Facebook gives its users a rich feature set for communicating with others and directly allows people to connect with old friends and family. Because of its ubiquity, older audiences tend to be more familiar with the platform. Facebook retargeting allows marketers to advertise on Facebook to people who have shown previous interest in purchasing. Facebook also offers lead ads for gathering contact information. And Facebook video ads are especially well liked by seniors. And that's all about to my report. Thank you.